3 Ampalayas today. Well, Ampalaya again, but today we're cooking Sopropo met Eiren. It's stir-fried Ampalaya with eggs. Let's cook this at the shed. I'm sure another exercise experience today. Lots of learning today and fun here on Juan. It's where we grow, cook and share. When using Ampalaya or Sopropo or what else, balsam pear in Dutch, it's suggested, and preferably I should say, to use them young. These are still reasonably young. When the seeds are brown, that's a sign they're a bit old. I might as well show you the rest of the ingredients. In most stir fries, this garlic and onion and eggs. To enrich the seasoning a bit, to enrich the taste, I'm using just drops of this. As I've told you, these are the only things that we needed. The ingredients. Classic stir fry. And that's what we can begin to do now, stir fry. Space is really limited here. I really struggle. Okay. Earlier I mentioned that the Ampalaya or the Sopropo or balsam pear has to be used young or harvested young. I also mentioned that the seeds should not be brown already. Remove them in case they're a bit mature, but if they're still young, like this, or like this, if they're still young, you don't have to remove them. I hope you don't mind the state of my wok here. I just can't remove the stains. And by the way, this is our inaugural cooking here. The last time we just reheated at tinola. Be generous with oil. That's what I learned. The oil softens the bitterness. In addition to the egg, of course, that finalizes the recipe or the dish. Oil helps in softening the Ampalaya. Yeah. Don't mind this, I'm going to use them for the compost later. That's the advantage of cooking here at the garden. Every kitchen refuse is reuse. I had to get the fork at the main room of the shed. Main room, as if it was a complex. If you're curious what's at the back, that's the main sitting room. There's a tour that I uploaded. I think that was the other week. It's here. In case you're interested. I don't even have a ladle here. So I'll be using a spoon. Difficult angle. Also a challenge for our cameraman. There's not much to say about this dish, but this dish is not unique to the Philippines. The Chinese and the Malaysians also have this. By the way, what I skipped in the traditional Filipino style is the addition of ground pork. I dropped it. It's equally delicious without that. And then the tomato. Some add soy sauce to this, but I want to avoid it. If you were to use soy sauce, just a drop. Not more than half teaspoon. Just to add color. It can have a strong taste and it might overpower the Ampalaya. I'm beginning to think I don't have enough egg. Or I underestimated the 3 Ampalayas. Look, it has become this much. I'm just curious if the locals, if the Dutch would eat this. Yeah? I can add the Ampalaya now. minus the seeds, of course. To our Dutch watchers, this is Roerbak, Sopropo, met Eiren. Special greetings to our watchers in Suriname also. I hope the subtitles are working fine. And to our kababayans, to the Pinoy audience, today we are sharing our dish to the Dutch-speaking world, to the people of the Netherlands, of the Flanders, and of Suriname, and perhaps the old people in South Africa. Where else? The old people in Indonesia also, I think. My cameraman was telling me it's a beautiful color. Yeah, green and red always go together. That's why avoid the soy sauce as much as possible.
Also because of the light.
Mga kababayan, huwag niyo akong iwanan dahil ibida natin ang ating tibog to the Dutch-speaking countries, to the Netherlands, to the Flanders, the lowlands of Belgium, Suriname also. And they call this Sopropo met Eiren, or Roerbak, Sopropo met Eiren. I think the entire African region calls Ampalaya Sopropo. In the absence of a better name, since it's not endemic to this land, the Dutch call it balsam pear. Or I think it's this bitter pear or bitter gourd. It's not a pear even. It belongs to the gourd family, or cucumber, bitter cucumber. It's officially it's a squash. Okay, too much with that. This adds salt. Thank you, cameraman. This is what I enjoy when I have a live camera, or I mean, and I can be interactive. I can tell more stories instead of filming alone. Because when you have an audience, you get inspired to talk, to tell something about the dish you are passionate about. I think this is the best way to initiate children to eating this bitter vegetable, because it's softened by the egg. Egg is a cream, it's a nata, so it softens everything. That's why mamon, the pastries, taste better because of egg. So add everything, or add egg to things that are strong and they get softened. You can also do this to mustard leaves, stir fry and add egg. I've learned that from my Chinese colleagues. What else? What else can we add egg to? Can you name some? In fact, it's preferred to serve this dish with the ampalaya still raw. Really good. Now, this makes the wonder. Perhaps 3, okay. A bit of water. I'm sure at this point we can add the eggs. At least serve it a bit raw. Glorious colors, huh? Cameraman?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is because now the pan is not very sightly, but I'm very proud of it. I grow it. It's my harvest. Look. From my plot to pot. It's a humble recipe. It's stir-fry, sopropo or ampalaya with eggs. Vegetarian. It's crunchy. Let's bring it to Madam Grace. Ito may manang guys. Manang!